Hola, me llamo Zapato Kyle y esto se llama la Plaza Sésamo. Zapato Kyle, Plaza Sésamo.
What's happening? So, today we're gonna talk about a topic. It's a little delicate. No, just kidding. Anyways, I've been skating for a little bit already. Maybe 2 years, and I've gone through a few pairs of shoes already. Today I want to talk about that, my experience with shoes, and what shoes I would recommend for you, what shoes work for me. Let's just go ahead and get into it. The first shoes that I had for skating were Vans. They were kind of like this shoe that I'm going to show you here, but they were the black ones with this suede area right here. I really like those shoes. By practicing kick flips and practicing all the ollies that I was doing at the time, tore them up in I'd say about 3 months, but there's been worse that have lasted me like no time at all. One of the shoes that I wore that I wanted to get when I started skating, because I had used back in the day, were DC shoes. These DC shoes, I don't have them right now because I just completely destroyed them, and I'd say about a month and a half, they really didn't last at all. Again, I was practicing a lot of kick flips and they just fell apart. They were really comfortable shoes and they had a lot of cushion in the bottom, which was nice. Also, they're big and bulky. So maybe if you don't like big and bulky shoes, those are not the shoes for you. They protected me of like the skateboard when the skateboard would come back. If it was gonna hit me like around the top of the foot area, this part of the shoe, I don't know what it's called. It was so big that it would cover, and then when the skateboard would come back like to jam me, that would stop it. So it was good in that regard. I don't remember if back in the day when I was using them, they fell apart that quickly, but they were just, in a matter of like 2 or 3 weeks, they were already like getting bad, you know, like the front area was just tearing up every time. You know, kickflips tear up your shoes, and that's just how it's gonna be always. And kickflips and almost every trick that you do that are like street tricks, they're gonna mess up your shoes. They were good shoes for the most part, comfortable, protective in a way. They just, you know, so the DCs were no good for me. Another note about the DC shoes and the Vans that I wore in the beginning, I had laces on them, and I find shoelaces at the skate park all the time. So that's an issue. That's another thing. That's another thing to take into consideration. After the DC shoes, I went and I got some new Vans. The Vans I really liked. These shoes I didn't even, you know, I just wanted to find some cheap shoes because honestly, shoes can get really expensive when it comes to like skateboarding. But you know, I just want to go and skateboard, and I don't want to spend all my money on shoes. So I went to a store that it was a Vans store. My sister-in-law worked there, and she gave me a discount. Plus, the shoes had already a discount on them, and they weren't the prettiest color, but I thought they were pretty cool shoes. So when I went to the Vans skate shop and I found these are, I don't know who this guy is, Kyle Walker. Some people are gonna say, how do you not know who Kyle Walker is? But I don't know who this guy is, but this shoe, it has got to be my favorite shoe that I've ever worn to skateboard on. First of all, they're Velcro, so my shoelaces weren't breaking. So I'm like, let me try these out. They're Velcro, and you know, they look like the first Vans that I had, except they don't have shoelaces. So in this regard, they were really good. Although one of them, this happened, but you know, that's not. You can just glue that back on. But as you can see here, one of the things that I found with Vans, these have been my longest lasting ones. Definitely. This is probably the, I love everything about this shoe. How it felt, how light they were. They're really comfortable. But and this probably happens to every shoe, but the number one places where your shoes are gonna start deteriorating the fastest, it's probably gonna be this area here. You see there, that's because of the kick flips or the ollies. And the bottom of your shoe, at least for me, since I ride regular, this is the shoe that goes bad the quickest. So if you have a friend, my suggestion is, if you have a friend that rides goofy, you guys can trade shoes. You know, he gives you he gives you his left shoe, and you give him your right shoe, and then you guys, you know, hopefully you guys are the same size, so that way. But anyway, that's a good way to save money. But as you can see, this shoe is still in pretty good condition, but I mean, the bottom is a little bit, you know, my pushing foot is a little bit worn, but not that bad. This foot, since this is the pivoting foot, you know, you're constantly going like that, you know, and you're pushing, and then you go back to riding stance. So you get that getting worn pretty fast down there. And then the kick flips and the ollies, any tricks, any street tricks, there you go. That's what happens. In regards to feel, I can feel the board pretty well in my feet, and that's a big thing, because right now, what I'm using are these Adidas, which I like, because if you've noticed, all these shoes that I've been showing you, they all have like a suede type material. Don't use any like fabric type stuff, because they'll go like that if you're doing kickflips. Anyways, these they're really good. I think I've been using them for about 3 months now, and the signs of wear are really minimal. This suede helps out a lot with kickflips, flip tricks, and ollies. It's just the way that they grab onto the grip tape. It feels really well, and it's not like fabric. Fabric, first of all, you'll tear the shoes right up if they're fabric shoes, and they won't last at all. Your toes will be exposed by the end of the skate session. But anyways, these shoes, they are made for indoor soccer, and I just happened to have them at my house. Somebody gave them to me a while ago, and I started using these because I ruined my Kyle Walker shoes. They're comfortable, although here on the arch, they got an arch right here. It gets a little uncomfortable sometimes there on the arch, but the feel, I can't feel the board that well, which is a bummer, because you do want to kind of like have this feel of the board. You don't want to feel too detached. I don't know if that makes sense, but you don't want to feel too detached from the board, especially as you're riding, because it drops my confidence down. I feel like I'm not in the right stand. In regards to feel, these have taken a little bit of getting used to. but they're working for now. I think that the laces are far away from the toe area where you kick, it makes contact with the grip tip. That area is pretty far away from the laces. So the laces have not been damaged. The laces are good so far. Next ones that I'm gonna be using, gonna be these Vans. I found these for 12 bucks at the Goodwill. And we're gonna talk about that in a little bit, about looking for cheaper shoes. But anyway, these shoes are almost brand new. All I need to get is some laces. Yeah, it's a downside, but they were $12, so I can't go wrong with paying $12 for a pair of really good Vans. And we'll see how these work. I like in Vans that they have this this longer area of protection, so that when the skateboard comes back and jams you in the back of the foot, if somebody's experienced that, you know how much that sucks. I'm excited to try these out. This is what I mean by fabric. If your shoes are made of this part right here, not suede like this part right here, they're gonna go like in a matter of days. They're not gonna last. The prices of the shoes. I paid around, I think it was about $25 for these. But again, they were highly discounted. But I think they'll go, you know, $50 to $60. I gotta check. $50 to $60 if you buy like a dark color or a black color. And I really do recommend these though. If you find these for cheap, it doesn't matter what color they are. You could go on eBay right now and find these for about 20 bucks plus shipping. And that's pretty good. If you're on a budget and struggling, I bought these at a Goodwill for $12. Now I don't guarantee that you're gonna go to the Goodwill and find some of these shoes, but go over there and every once in a while and check what they have. You might find, you know, you might be surprised on what you'll find. Not only shoes, but clothes too. I got a whole bunch of shirts and stuff that, you know, for $1, $5 a shirt, some stuff like that. $12. Check out the Goodwill and see if you can find some good stuff there. So these things will run you around $26, $27 starting out. I don't remember how much I paid for mine, but they were pretty expensive. Goodwill, check out the Goodwill for cheap shoes. You know, test them out. You might want to go there, get some shoes, and then if they don't work out, you may have paid, I don't know, $5 to $10, $5 to $15. Can't go wrong with that. So if you go and you don't like them, give them away. Then go try another pair, and you know, until you find something that you like. So these will run around $80 if you get black colored shoes. But yeah, if you're running low on money, Goodwill. DC shoes, not that great, even though they're really comfortable and they have a lot of cushion. Vans are so far my favorite shoes. The Vans have lasted me the longest. Now there's other skate shoes out there that I haven't tested out. So we'll see in the future. There's a lot of brands that I've never heard of out. I go to the skate shop and I see these all the time at the skate shop. I don't even know what brand they are. But if you do have enough money in your budget to go and get some shoes, please support local. Go to your local skate shop and buy some shoes there and buy your gear there. It's nice to go to the local skate shop and support your local skate shop and local small business owners. So if you can, I have one here right around the corner from my house, and I go every once in a while, and you know, I try to make an investment there as much as I can, but I don't always have the money because I'm not rich, and you know, it gets expensive. It can get expensive. So. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys later. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you like this video, comment. If you think there's something that I should improve, please let me know. I appreciate anybody out there that's watching. Have a good day. Go skate. Go get some nice shoes. Support local. Or if you're not, that's not your budget, go to the Goodwill and get some cheap shoes, used shoes. Go skate.